Picture this: a sweltering summer, the Thames River overflowing with sewage, and the city's residents holding their noses in disbelief. This wasn't just a bad day. It was a full-blown olfactory disaster that forced the government to take action. The stench was so overwhelming that it even disrupted Parliament. Join us as we explore how this bizarre event not only changed the way London dealt with waste, but also paved the way for modern sanitation. Get ready for a mix of laughs and learning as we uncover the smelly truth behind the Great Stink. In the mid-19th century, London was experiencing a population explosion, with people flocking to the city for work and opportunity. By 1858, the population had surged to over 2 million, leading to rapid urbanization and cramped living conditions. Unfortunately, the sewage systems were woefully inadequate, designed for a much smaller population. Waste management practices were practically non-existent, with human waste often dumped directly into the Thames. This combination of overcrowding and poor sanitation created a perfect storm for disaster. As the city grew, so did the stench, setting the stage for the Great Stink. Little did they know, a smelly reckoning was just around the corner. The summer of 1858 was sweltering, with temperatures soaring and the Thames turning into a putrid cesspool. As the heat intensified, so did the stench, enveloping London in a foul aroma that was impossible to ignore. Residents were forced to navigate their daily lives while holding their noses, and public gatherings became a test of endurance. Even the great Charles Dickens remarked on the unbearable stench that permeated the air. Parliament was not spared. The smell was so overpowering that members resorted to soaking their handkerchiefs in vinegar to mask the odor. This bizarre situation highlighted the urgent need for reform, as Londoners realized they could no longer ignore the consequences of their waste management failures. In the wake of the Great Stink, the British government finally sprang into action to tackle London's sanitation crisis. One of the key figures was Joseph Bazalgette, a civil engineer who proposed an ambitious plan to redesign the city's sewage system. He advocated for a network of underground sewers that would transport waste away from the Thames, ultimately leading to the construction of a comprehensive sewage system. Bazalgette's innovative designs not only addressed the immediate stench, but also laid the groundwork for modern urban sanitation. The crisis prompted long-term changes in urban planning, emphasizing the importance of proper waste management and public health, ensuring that London would never again face such a smelly disaster. The Great Stink of 1858 left an indelible mark on literature and art, inspiring contemporary writers and artists to capture the bizarre reality of the time. Newspapers and pamphlets humorously depicted the event, often using exaggerated illustrations to highlight the absurdity of the situation. Authors like Charles Dickens referenced the stench in their works, embedding it into the cultural consciousness. The phrase "the Great Stink" itself has become a lasting cultural reference, often used humorously to describe any overwhelming odor. This event significantly shaped public awareness of sanitation issues, prompting discussions about hygiene and urban living that continue to resonate today, reminding us that sometimes history really does stink. The Great Stink of 1858 serves as a powerful reminder of the critical importance of proper sanitation and urban planning. This historical event highlights how neglecting waste management can lead to public health crises, a lesson that remains relevant today. By examining the past, we can better inform current public health policies and ensure that cities prioritize hygiene and infrastructure. As we reflect on modern sanitation challenges, such as pollution and waste disposal, it's essential to recognize that the stakes are just as high now as they were back then. Let's take these lessons to heart and work towards a cleaner, healthier future for all, because nobody wants to relive the Great Stink. If you enjoyed this dive into history, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends. We have plenty of related content on our channel that delves deeper into fascinating historical events and their impacts. Join us as we continue to uncover the stories that shaped our world, one smelly tale at a time.